Hello, namaste and welcome in the series of cybersecurity. This side is Meena and today I will discuss about career in infrastructure security. Companies are going to be digitalized, okay. So they are becoming the part of a big network which is internet. When somebody is the part of the internet means they are also become the part of it, and hacker always in the search to find out the vulnerabilities or which are connected to the internet, okay, because being a part of a network they will just find out the way to connect to the devices which are having valuable information for them, okay. So what type of opportunity can be in the field of cyber infrastructure security for cybersecurity professionals? Today I will discuss about that. There are multiple critical infrastructure, whether that's a dam, electric, for the telecommunications, for the water management, for the power management, and many more, okay. So automation is there to controlling the devices from the central location. Definitely they are connected, so particular kind of softwares they are using. For example, if a power generating structure, okay, that's use nuclear power to generate the power, okay, and whatever the cylinders or whatever the infrastructure they are using, that's temperature controlled or whatever the we can say whatever the fuel, how much quantity should be released to generate the power, if that's controlled by the devices or by the computers, then if attacker will perform an attack on those devices, then they can damage to the that power plant, okay, and it will be a big damage to that particular sector. Might be it's generating the power, huge power, which is helping the city, will is helping to the country, okay, for their growth. Here is just, I'm not talking about just only the critical infrastructure. I am just talking about the infrastructure security. That can be your building, that can be the mall, hospitals, railways, or some other kind of infrastructure. All are just connected over the internet, and there is the lot of space for hackers which they can perform attack. Clear? So providing the security to the infrastructure. What type of challenges enterprises are facing when they are going to be digitalized? Because number of technologies, devices they are using, so making then the sync between all these devices or the services, is to use the optimum resources whatever we are having. It's again the challenge, because it's different technologies from different vendors. It's very hard to manage all of them and just use all of them at their fullest resources which we are having. So this imbalance just to manage all the devices, or lack of efficiency, then it's just affect the operations, okay. The we will not able to use those devices properly, then efficiency will not come, okay. Lack of control and the accountabilities, when we are not able to understand, then definitely we will not able to control it. Clear? So then who will be responsible for all these things? Lack of experts, they are not having expertise on those devices or the products, so that they cannot use it. So the lack of accountability as well, and whatever the risk, if some kind of attack will happen, as I'm just discussing in different sessions, there are the multiple kind of attacks, and what attack will perform on the specific part of our network, what will be the damages to our organization, that's the monetary point of view or the reputation point of view or the customer data. There can be number of type of risks for that organizations. Okay, so the lack of holistic approach for all the infrastructure, this is the different type of challenges enterprises are facing. Clear? And here I am just presenting the data of the DDoS attack only. There are number of attacks hackers are performing. Okay, and this is the data only for a one subsectors. Okay, telecommunications. I am just taking the example of the telecommunication. So on the wired telecommunication carrier or the telecommunications or the data processing, hosting or cloud services or the whatever the services they are using, or the wireless communication carriers, attacks frequency, just you can see a huge attack frequencies happening on it, and it is just maximum attack of the data is 421.5 GB. It's huge on only on the one subsector of it. Similarly, just you can see for the telecommunications, it's 348.9 GB. So overall, I can say around 23,000 attacks per day, just only DOS attack, DDoS type of the attack only on the one industry. And just think for a moment, how many industries are there, how many types of attacks, and the growth of the cyber criminals. So companies definitely need the manpower, the expertise, the efficient, proper cyber warriors, which can help them to protect their infrastructure, to protect their data from the cyber attacks. And huge gap is there. They are not finding the right kind of efficient, proficient manpower. Clear? Again, the opportunities for the cybersecurity professionals. You can be the part of the team which is technology R&D. So just be the specialist in this field, or the risk management. You can be identify, yes, this type of attack. If some kind of attack will happen in our organization on that particular part of our organization, what type of the risk, how much will be the risk on the company. Okay, or test and evolution, you can be the part of that team, you can be the specialist of this one, or the system architect, you can be the system development, software development, or the system requirement planning. Number of opportunities. It's not only just protecting the building, what are the software they are using, how to handle those. Okay, what are the risks involved if some kind of attack will happen, what is the planning for at the time of the designing, at the time of development, at the time of deployment. This is a complete circle. Experts are needed for those kind of jobs, and don't leave the opportunity. You can be. Okay, follow me on the Cybersecurity Prism and get the notifications for the next interesting and informative session, and also share that session with your friends and group members, so that they will be able to understand what type of job opportunity can be in the infrastructure security. And in the next session, I will discuss about, if you want to check the network security, how you can do. Namaste. See you in the next session.